Hi everyone, I'm Cerise.
I'm Joe.
And today, Joe,
We are talking about the dimension of who are you within your words, and how do you spot the difference between saying something from a point of stability and directiveness and saying something from a point of diminishment and energy. So what does that mean practically? An example of this is when we say things like, this point is really hard and it's going to take me a long time and I can't change this overnight. Now, there's nothing wrong with that statement or with those words per se, but you really have to slow down and look at who are you within how you're saying it. Because that same statement can mean two very different things depending on where you're actually at. You could say it from the starting point of, yes, I've made a decision, I've committed to something, and I know there's going to be a process ahead. So here I am taking that on, and I know that it's going to take a while, but I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it now. Or you could also mean it as, but it's such a hard process and it's gonna take so long. I'm not gonna do it overnight. God.
don't expect me to have immediate
Come on.
results tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not gonna, it's just,
today.
It's not magic. Give me a break, man.
You know what? It takes time. I need time to do it.
So it's a very subtle shift. And if you didn't hear the difference, here it is again. Here's the first example. Yes, I see that this is a process. It's not going to happen overnight, and I am going to do what I need to do, understanding that I need to be realistic with how much time and effort this is going to take. Versus, God, but it's so long and it's such a process. You can't just tell me to change and I'll just immediately change. It's a process.
It's so hard.
And it can't change overnight. Come on.
It's really really hard. Okay, I'm doing my best, but it's really hard. It's really hard.
So if you guys don't hear that subtle shift in the difference, just pause and play that back a few times. You'll hear it. Just
eventually,
listen to it a few times. It's subtle. You'll hear it though.
5 times at least.
There's also the dimension of when you're working on something and you're having some struggle with it and you're frustrated with yourself because, yes, you've committed to this thing and things aren't working out the way you'd like and things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. And someone asks you, hey, how's that thing going? And you immediately snap back with, look, it's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. What are you really saying there? Are you saying, yes, this is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. I'm working on it. I'm having some struggle with it right now, but I'm going to get there. Or are you actually saying, fuck off. Get off my back. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. So there's that subtle shift again. So if you can't hear the difference, here it is one more time. Yeah, it's a process. I'm working on it right now. It's not going as quickly as I'd like. There are some things I have to look at and work through, but I'm doing it. Or, fuck off! Working on it. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay? 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 So if you haven't heard the difference, just pause and listen to that a few times. Now, why am I bringing all these things up? It's because when you are aware of who you are in the words you speak and the way that you speak them, it's actually a really cool opportunity to see where you're at with a point. Because a lot of times we say these things and we don't catch our own tone of voice, as in who we are and what we're actually really conveying to another person with the words that we use. And you can apply that to any statement, really. Even something like, I love you. And you can say it as, I am here with you and I'm experiencing this point of connection, and I honor this by living in a way that reciprocates how much I appreciate you. Or you can say, I love you, which is actually saying like, fuck off. So it's that point of developing when you're saying fuck off and when you're speaking genuinely.
For me, the most common point where the words that I speak and who I am within those words are two different things, and where I'm at two different places, is when I'm teaching someone or explaining something or showing someone how to do something and they're not getting it, and I get frustrated, and I'm explaining what to do, but within me I'm actually really irritated, really annoyed with them, and I'm just telling them, what is wrong with you? You're not just getting it. Why can't you just get it? It's simple. But my words are different.
Yeah, they sound sweet.
No, like you just need to just click over there. No, click over there. Over there on that one. Over there. Click on it. Click on it. But actually, I'm like, you stupid idiot. Just click on the damn thingy. Click on it. So that for me is the most obvious experience where I have that shift, and it's like you're a split personality in that moment. The face that you're showing, the words that you're saying, what you're presenting is not an accurate reflection of who you are inside. So that's basically what we're getting at here, is who are you within the words that you're saying? Are you just saying words but meaning something else, or experiencing something else, or actually wanting to express something different, but because of whatever reasons you are feeling the need to say something different?
So another thing to consider is, we're not saying you need to be absolutely brutally honest, like for that example that Cerise had when she was training someone else. It's probably not a good idea for her to be very blunt with what she's actually thinking in that moment. But what we're saying is, it's a moment for you to check in with yourself. And one thing to look at, if I put myself in that situation that Cerise just shared, if I'm teaching someone and I'm getting frustrated because it seems like I'm not getting through to them, or they're still struggling despite me spending the time to show them, it's an opportunity for me to check my own tone of voice, because that's indicating to me where my own frustration is, and to look deeper. And it's an invitation to question myself and ask myself, okay, but why am I getting frustrated? If I'm the one that has the knowledge and has the know-how to show this other person, why am I the one being frustrated here? What is it that I'm actually frustrated with? Is it because I feel like I'm not communicating well enough and I'm judging myself for that, and I'm blaming them for not hearing me, when in fact, maybe I didn't consider slowing down and looking at what they need so that they can hear. Maybe I have to approach them a different way, or use a different kind of teaching technique so that I can get through to them.
This is the perfect example of the difference between honesty and self-honesty. Where honesty, you're just blurting out and working with all the surface stuff. So like that annoyance in that example, where I'm so angry with you for not just getting it. Why can't you just do what I'm telling you to do? That would be an example of honesty, where you're just expressing and blurbing and blabbing whatever is coming up inside of you without actually reflecting on who you are within that.
And with no consideration of how that may be taken by the other person.
Versus self-honesty, where you hear in your words, okay, I'm annoyed here. I better check in on what's happening and sort myself out so that I can effectively help this person, rather than making this whole situation worse by staying in this annoyed, frustrated state.
Yep.
So that would be the example of how do you use those moments as an opportunity to reflect and assess yourself. Who am I? What am I actually creating? What am I actually saying? And who am I within this experience that I'm having within myself? And use that opportunity and that reflection to practice changing yourself, to practice investigating, okay, why are these things coming up within me? Now that I understand that, I can breathe, I can forgive them, I can let them go, and I can develop a new way to move forward where that response is not a part of my expression or my experience.
Yeah, you're always telling yourself exactly what you need to hear if you develop that ability to really listen to yourself and your own tone of voice. It's a really awesome way to cross-reference yourself and where you're at with anything. So try it and check it out and see for yourself. And if you like what we do, please subscribe, share, and tell your friends and watch our videos. And you can become sponsors through Patreon. You'll find the link just below. And you can become sponsors of ours so that it's over here.
But what if it's not over there? What if it's actually somewhere else?
It's going to be right here. So just click right there and you will be taken to our Patreon page and you'll be able to support us to keep doing what we're doing. You know, if not, you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm totally okay with that. And it's it's not like we.
Okay, Joe, you need
totally
to
fine.
Slow down.
It's totally fine. That you're not. That you don't even
who are
support me
in this moment. Who are you? You need to slow down and breathe and check yourself. Okay.
It's fine if you don't support us. It's totally cool. I'm totally cool with that. I'm so cool with that. I'm really cool with you not supporting me. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll come back to that point at some point in the future, once Joe's had some more time to work through his issues.
Well, I need time to work through the issues.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It's not going to change overnight, and it's not going to change in the course of this vlog.
One day, we will get there.
I will not transcend by the end of this vlog.
Eventually.
It's not going to happen overnight.
We're going to do our best.